colors in all sizes, plus 100-year giveaways and gift wrapping. And there's more. Use the special code 100 for an additional discount. It's crazy. Hot Sam's open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. by appointment on Sunday with a custom tailor on site. And there's free parking. Call 313-961-6779 or go to HotSamsDetroit.com. Hot Sam's at 127 Monroe in downtown Detroit. They're celebrating 100 years and it's going to be crazy. We invite you to come out and enjoy a special night full of great blues, jazz, and R&B with Joseph Veloz as he presents Joseph and the Velocians, featuring Greg Nagy on vocals, with special guest appearances by the Queen of the Blues, Miss Thornetta Davis, and Larry McRae at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill, Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. It's a smooth blend of jazz, R&B, and the blues. Joseph and the Velocians, Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill. Get your tickets now at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill website. It's blues, it's jazz, it's R&B. Joseph and the Velocians, Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m.
Ladies, do you have a stylist? Are they good? Do they care about your hair? Do they care about your style or your curl? If you said no to any of these questions, then you should go to Menzie Salon, 22884 Ryan Road in Warren. Call 586-510-4545. At Menzie Salon, they care about your hair. They care about your cut, your color, and your style. Menzie Salon, 22884 Ryan Road in Warren. Call them at 586-510-4545. That's 586-510-4545. Menzie Salon, where they care about your hair, they care about your cut, your color, your curl, and your style.
This is Don Allen, host of the Rise and Grind Morning Show. And if you watch or listen to this show, you know I've always got something in my cup. Whether it's coffee or tea or a smoothie, usually it's a smoothie, I have to have it to start my day. That's why you should stop by What's in Your Cup, the Juice and Smoothie Cafe. All of their smoothies have fresh agave, and raw juices are freshly squeezed. And there's a master herbalist on site. They're at 1816 Whitaker Road in Ypsilanti. Call them up at 734-340-9097. You are what you drink. The Juice and Smoothie Cafe. What's in your cup? And while you're there, be sure to try the Kale Yeah smoothie or add a wheatgrass shot. What's in your cup in Ypsilanti, Michigan?
You heard, now listen.
Yes.
WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
Oh, let's get this thing started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the best part of your day. Ain't no mountain high enough that's going to keep me away from you guys. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, we are on live. We call it the Rise and Grind Morning Show. My name is Don Allen, but you knew that. First off, we got to say good morning to our family and friends. Boss Lady is right there in the other room, but she watching, and I got to send some love out to my baby. Hey, good morning. Thank you for being here. Corey Brown Wasabi, my man. And we got to go get a smoothie. You know that, right? At about 10 o'clock. You ready? I want that, kale, yeah, and with a shot of wheatgrass in it. I'm a smoothie fiend. If you are in the Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Belleville, Canton area, gotta go check out What's in Your Cup over in Ypsilanti. It is off the charts for sure. That's the best way to start your day. And check it out. Go over there for lunchtime because I think they open at 12 noon, but it's well worth the wait, okay? Check them out. What's in your cup? You got your cup? Speaking of cups, I had coffee this morning. I didn't feel like getting the bullet out and doing this smoothie thing, but I'm going to have one later, so I guess I'll still have it. What's in your cup this morning? Get your coffee, get your mask, get your cell phone, and let's get this day started. We will slay the day together. We call it the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Whole bunch of stuff to tell you guys about. I am so freaking excited. It is phenomenal. First things first. I don't care if you got an Android. I don't care if you have an iPhone. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because we are now live on iPhone. The iPhone app has finally dropped. Big shout outs to DJ G Hen and the G Hen Experience. We got him working, y'all. We got him working. And that boy's getting it done. So mad shouts out to him. He was patient and kind. He expressed more patience than I ever could have. But he did it. He got it done. And we are so happy. If you are on iPhone, you can now go to your app store and just type in under the search bar WJZD. That's it. And scroll up and you'll see the logo and just load that baby up. You can take us with you anywhere you go. The Android app is a little different. You go in the Play Store and then you have to go WJZD Radio, space radio, of course. And then you scroll and you find us there. So yes, we are everywhere you are. That's right, 24/7, 365. We right by your side. We start our Friday morning off the right way. I don't know about you guys. You might see me. I always have a little moment of prayer before I open up this microphone because Lord knows I'm going to need it saving after I get off the microphone. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. I want to congratulate everyone everywhere who ran in an election and who won. That is a very important detail. We're going to talk about those who did not go and vote. Only 19% of the city of Detroit went and voted, and I think that was by design. First things first, though, congratulations. We had 4 people that we really actively promoted. You know, they got on our station and promoted that they were running for office. Of the 4, 3 people were successful. Okay, Janice Winfrey, Angela Calloway, and what's Ricardo's last name? He's police commissioner now. And they won, and kudos and congratulations to them. I am so very proud to have been a part of it. I am also very honored that they wanted to advertise with us and have our listeners step up to the plate for them. We did fall short on one, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking of the election, do you think that the election was set up this way so that that you wouldn't be so interested in going out to cast your vote? Yeah, because they know that people push, go vote, go vote, go vote. But if you noticed during this past election, although it wasn't a presidential election, during this past election, people weren't so concerned and so adamant about getting everybody out to vote. Now, when it concerned, some new administration in Washington, oh yeah, that was important. But let me explain something to you. On the local level, wherever you may live, the election that you just passed up that you didn't go and vote at, that was just as important as the presidential election, because the buck starts in your community. It always does, always has, always will. Let's turn this down a little bit. I want you. Oh yeah, morning, Janae. How you doing, dear? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. I see Corey is with us, and yeah, we're gonna sit back and chillax and just kick it a little bit because folks get up late, But I think that it was by design that they didn't want you to go out and vote. They didn't care because those who were in office, i.e. our Mayor Duggan, who incidentally, some say he's doing a great job. I'm going to remain neutral on it because I had some questions that were not answered, and I noticed the way that his hand was played was superb. He's just like, simple. I got the job, and I don't have to debate you, and other people say that, well, Mr. Adams just wanted to argue. Well, when you listen to what he was saying instead of how he was saying it, perhaps that was his downfall. But what he was saying was quite true to some respects. He did have some very valid points. The overtaxation of homeowners, the flooding of the basements, the $600 million that was earmarked to go to the neighborhoods in the city of Detroit, but went instead to the executives in downtown Detroit. And I just wanted to know the answers. I'm not running for public office. Oh, here comes Janae. God, I knew Janae was gonna put something up. Come on, darling. What you saying? People are never concerned about local government. It is to our detriment if we do not vote at home. That's where it starts. That's how our problems get addressed. And you are precisely, I couldn't have said it better myself, Janae. It was by design that people they didn't want us to go out and vote. They didn't, let's say, some of them did. Some of them who felt that their positions were being threatened. Oh, yeah, they got their happy butts out there. Good, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I remember I did that for you, and remember I did that for you. Yeah, those were they who, were out actively, pushing their politics, okay? But when you look at the office of mayor, which is, if you recall, Mr. Coleman A. Young, who went out there and did his thing, but even him, he knew when you got the job and you know that, you got the big money guys in your back pocket. Because let's face it, Duggan had a war chest, Coleman had a war chest. Mr. Adams did not. And it showed. It really showed. Actually, Mr. Duggan didn't really even advertise. I think the day before I finally heard a commercial stating, vote for me, But when you got the job locked up, when you got multi-gazillionaires, i.e. Mr. Rocket Mortgage over on your team, hey, that's like having Michael Jordan on your side, So better luck next time, I guess. Perhaps if you got to keep a close eye on politics. You really, really do. It's where you live and it's how you live. And it dictates all of that. Did you notice, Boss Lady and I were driving down I-94. And she noticed it before I did. She brought it to my attention. We were headed downtown the day before the election. And we noticed that the lawn on I-94 was neatly mowed and the garbage was gone. I'm like, ain't that something? The day before election, and they finally cleaned this son of a gun up. It might have happened a few days before, but we did notice it. And it looked beautiful. I-94 actually looked clean, like a highway should. It only happens before special events. Say if the president's coming to town, they will go out there and clean it up. Right before elections, they go out there and clean it up. If you recall, now this is just theory. When Coleman Young was mayor, I noticed that even the drug dealers stopped selling right before election, because Coleman needed to get in office again. And not saying that there was a connection. It just was a coincidence that everybody was like, hey, nah, we ain't doing nothing right now, man, That's how, and I spoke to a guy who dealt, and he was like, no, we don't do that. We got to get Coleman back in. We got to make it clean it up. So that's how it sounded. This is how it came to me long, long, long ago. So do you think it should be mandatory to debate, have a public debate in an election time? Should it be mandatory? Because we do need to find out what's going on, and we do need to hear. I wanted to find out why everybody's basements keep flooding. Y'all gonna want to know what happened in the springtime when it rains real hard in Detroit, and all the same people gonna have all the same problems, and the streets are gonna be flooded, and the basement's gonna be flooded, and it's gonna be because you didn't ask this question a few months ago. You let it slide, and now that crap is sliding right back in your basement, okay? And you're gonna want to move, and all the rest of that poo-poo la-la, that ain't gonna happen. So, are you really concerned? Should it be mandatory to debate in an election? Aren't you guys even curious about why City of Detroit homeowners are overtaxed every year? I guess not. I guess y'all got money like that. Perhaps you do. I don't. It is what it is. This is the Rise and Grind Morning Show, where we are now on Android. We are now on iPhones. We are now on Alexa. That's right. We are on Alexa, too. Just say, Alexa, play WJZD Radio Detroit. And she'll say, okay, now playing WJZD Radio Detroit. You got to watch out for Alexa because she likes to listen to what you're saying. Oh, here comes Janae. She says, yes, debate should be mandatory. I need to know if you can at least hold your ground under a microscope. Hello. Talk to them, Janae. It's the truth. They should be mandatory, flat out. You know, I mean, yeah, of course there has to be ground rules set. There were ground rules set for the presidential debate. Yep. Oh, here comes CB chiming in. The percentage of voter turnout was still very low, and it should be 80 to 90 instead of 50. We need to take a page from the Mind of Republicans book and Farland line instead of, I don't know what the hell you saying, Corey. What the hell is Farland line? Get some more coffee in you and try that one again. But it was actually 19% in the city of Detroit. Come on, we got to do better. You actually know, and Corey is right, it should have been 80 to 90% flat out. 50% would have been good, but not even 50%, not even 25% of the city actually got up and went and cast their votes. And you know who it was that went and cast it? Seniors, folks 50 and over. I bet you didn't see nobody 20, maybe 30 years old go cast a vote. No, you did not. If you did, it was in the vast minority, okay? Yeah, so we got to do better. We are going to push this every single election because especially us's, you know what I'm talking about, especially us's, fall in line instead of getting in line. Ooh, say that, boy. Say that. Wait a minute. He corrected himself. He knew I was going to chew him out for that. He said fall in line instead of getting in line. That's the truth. You know, every election, since it's very important to the citizens of this city and the surrounding areas in Canton, in Belleville, in Van Buren, in Livonia, in Dearborn, where they were virtually underwater in Dearborn. And I have a lot of friends and colleagues that live in Dearborn. Boss Lady and I, we get around the city a lot. And we were driving up Michigan, looking up the side streets off Michigan, every single street underwater. And you could tell people were upset. They had thrown everything out of their houses. Everything. Think about it. If you had to go in your basement right now and pull out all that stuff, you know, all that stuff and just put it on the curb because it's useless. It's going to create mold, which is a health violation, which is another batch of problems that you really don't want to be bothered with. Okay? So, I mean, yeah. I think it should be mandatory, and we should actually push for that. Maybe that's something we could try to get on the ballot. Who knows? I'm not a politician. I don't claim to be one. I did find out something else in referring to politics, and this kind of pissed me off. And yes, I said pissed me off. One of the city servants, Miss Janice Winfrey, started receiving threats to her life and her family, of which I am a member. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I hope your happy ass is listening. You step to my family, there will not be a stone that I will not turn and look under if you hurt my family based on a freaking election. And I wanted to say something else. I am very serious right now. Don't mess with my family. And I have a very large family, and we will find you, okay? And that is not a threat. That's advice, all right? All right, it's an election. It's not a death sentence. It's not a sentence of violence. It doesn't give you the right to come out and hurt anyone, period. I don't care if they're family or not. Don't do it, okay? Flat out. Just wanted to put that one in. That's BS. I don't play that, okay? And I'm very serious on that. I'm sorry if I've offended those whose ears cannot take that type of language, but think about it. If it were a member of your family, and somebody threatened them just because they didn't get their way on a political subject or on a political level, or maybe they got fired from working in the elections office or whatever the reason, you don't, threaten violence against anyone. That's just not right. And I don't play that. And I'm really doing my best to curb my vocabulary right now. So let's move on. Okay. I'm feeling better now. I had to get that out. I just wanted to let my voice be heard. Okay, let's turn the page. Let's go to some football. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. In the NFL, first thing before I get to this story, you remember that song? That was my favorite football song. I think it was Merle Haggard who made it, and reason why they don't, do you know why they don't use that song anymore? They pulled the song because Merle Haggard, when Barack Obama was elected as president, he said that N-word ain't my president, and we don't need no N-word person in the White House. Unfortunately, he said that and made it a public thing, and they neatly pulled his record, and he didn't care, which to me kind of says what type of person he is. Okay? Hey, Mom, how you doing? Love you. Hey, boss, Mom's on. She's watching, so I guess I got to watch what I'm saying now. I congratulate, just to bring you up to date, Mom, we were talking about the election and the importance of voting, and then I threatened everybody and said, don't hurt my family if you, because there was some threats made to one member of our family who is a local politician. So, G-Hen, what's going on? Everybody congratulate G-Hen on a splendid job. We are now on iPhone and Android worldwide. If you have an iPhone, go to your app store and search WJZD. That's all. And if you scroll up, you'll find it. I'll be right back right after these words. More on the Rise and Grind Morning Show on WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
The groups, the artists, and the singers. Now she's putting them in the spotlight. It's Tanya Michelle, the new host of the Artist Spotlight on WJZD Radio Detroit.com. Thursday nights at 7 p.m. All of your favorite artists, local, national, and international. Hear their stories in their own words on the Artist Spotlight with Tanya Michelle, only on WJZD Radio Detroit.com.
Hot Sam's, Detroit's oldest black-owned menswear clothing store, is celebrating 100 years, and they're going crazy. It's a Hot Sam's holiday. They've overbought, they've overstocked, and they're having the biggest sale for the holiday season. Call Tony and Cliff crazy, but they want to celebrate 100 years with a crazy holiday sale. It's their biggest sale ever. It's one stop for all of your holiday shopping needs. The fall fashions are in. Top coats, leather jackets, sweaters, pants in all colors, in all sizes. Plus 100-year giveaways and gift wrapping. And there's more. Use the special code 100 for an additional discount. It's crazy. Hot Sam's open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. by appointment on Sunday with a custom tailor on site. And there's free parking. Call 313-961-6779 or go to HotSamsDetroit.com. Hot Sam's at 127 Monroe in downtown Detroit. They're celebrating 100 years and it's going to be crazy. We invite you to come out and enjoy a special night full of great blues, jazz, and R&B with Joseph Veloz as he presents Joseph and the Velocians, featuring Greg Nagy on vocals, with special guest appearances by the Queen of the Blues, Miss Thornetta Davis, and Larry McRae at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill. Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. It's a smooth blend of jazz, R&B, and the blues. Joseph and the Velocians, Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill. Get your tickets now at the Village Theater at Cherry Hill website. It's blues, it's jazz, it's R&B. Joseph and the Velocians, Wednesday, November 10th at 7 p.m. This is Don Allen, host of the Rise and Grind Morning Show, and if you watch or listen to this show, you know I've always got something in my cup. Whether it's coffee or tea or a smoothie, usually it's a smoothie, I have to have it to start my day. That's why you should stop by What's in Your Cup, the Juice and Smoothie Cafe. All of their smoothies have fresh agave, and raw juices are freshly squeezed. And there's a master herbalist on site. They're at 1816 Whitaker Road in Ypsilanti. Call them up at 734-340-9097. You are what you drink. The Juice and Smoothie Cafe. What's in your cup? And while you're there, be sure to try the Kale Yeah smoothie or add a wheatgrass shot. What's in your cup in Ypsilanti, Michigan? Time to get your coffee, get your mask, get your juice. Whatever it is to help you get this day started, this is the Rise and Grind Morning Show on WJZD Radio Detroit.com. And you know, I really had to start. I had to start with this record. Coincidentally, my mom is watching and listening to the station. And it's coincidentally that I played this record. It was, it just happened. Because the name of the record is Mama Didn't Raise No Fool. Hey, that's kudos to my mom and your mom too. And if you ain't got a mama right now, just call us up, because everybody in my neighborhood called my mama, everybody, because everybody came over my house when I was a kid. Me and my brothers, everybody. That was the way that was the group chat. You can find all the bicycles in our driveway. And we'd all either be in the backyard or in the basement playing pool. But the name of this record is Mama Didn't Raise No Fools by Swing Out Sister. Enjoy this morning. We are going to slay the day together. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. I'm your man, Don Allen. Getting back to football, but Merle Haggard, they pulled his song because he said some very unkind things about President Barack Obama being in the White House. He called him the N-word and that sort of deal. So that's why they don't use that record anymore. But to counter that, they had the girl who won the American Idol singing, and she knocked the ball out the park. She slams that intro on the Monday Night Football, and I really enjoyed that a lot better, even though I did like, are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Anyway, let's turn this down. Also in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers is going to miss the game this weekend because he has tested positive for COVID. Now, initially he said he was immunized, which is apparently not the same thing as being vaccinated. Now, he knew what they meant when they asked him, I'm sure. Did you get your shot, Aaron? Yeah, I'm immunized. That's not getting vaccinated. And they let it slide. They let that slide. But I like Aaron Rodgers. I actually met him when he came to Detroit, and I think the Lions actually won. That was back when Caldwell was coaching. Yeah, oh yeah. You remember we had a good coach, Caldwell, and he was actually winning games? Yeah. And then they fired him because the general manager of the Lions was besties with one of the assistant coaches in the Patriots. You remember the bearded guy? And he's a cool guy too, but he couldn't win a game. But they fired a guy that was winning games to hire a guy that couldn't win games and was not proven to win games because they were good best friends. So as best friends, they got fired together. That was real cool. But I like Aaron Rodgers. But what if he had infected someone else while he was playing the week prior? You don't know how long he had COVID-19. You don't know who he had come into contact with. And I'm sure he did not say, well, you. There's a whole freaking football team, guys, 200-pounders, inhaling, exhaling, sweating, and all the rest of that stuff. And Aaron was sitting there saying he was immunized. That is not being vaccinated. If anybody, if you got a moment, go in and Google the word immunized and then Google the word vaccinated. And somebody share with me what the difference is, because I'm not getting it. Either you're lying or you're not lying. We didn't ask if you were immunized. We asked if you were vaccinated. I, on the other hand, have both my shots and found out that I can go get my third shot a little later on today. But I don't think that was real cool to mislead or misdirect if that was what he was doing. Like I said, I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I think what he's doing with the Bitcoin thing is really, really cool. He is taking a portion of his salary and having it paid to him in Bitcoin. Now, as you know, Bitcoin, one coin I hear is worth over $65,000, and it is expected to go over $1 million by year's end. And so he's having it paid to him in Bitcoin, which will accumulate in value. He is also taking $100 shares of that, some of it, a portion of it, and having a contest. Good morning, Waldo. How you doing? Having a portion of that in a contest, giving it away to some of his fans. I think that is super cool because of the fact that $100 a $100 share of Bitcoin will skyrocket in terms of value. So I think that was really, really cool. But I think it was in bad judgment. I just call it a bad judgment call for him to say he was immunized and not to say he was vaccinated. And now it turns out he has COVID-19, so he has to quarantine for 14 days, which means he'll miss this weekend's game and maybe the weekend after that. You know, so that's what's up with Aaron and the Green Bay Packers. Also in football, X-Raider, that's right, X-Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs III was driving 100. Are you sitting down? This guy was driving 156 freaking miles an hour and was involved in a fatal car crash. He smashed into a RAV4 with a lady, and I think her friend or her pet or something, where the lady died in a, I'm not sure if she was in the car, but she did die as a result of the accident. And her car burst into flames. And he was over the legal limits for being intoxicated. Oh, it was her dog. What's up, Mellow Mike? How you doing, man? It was her dog, and you know, it's horrific. He was 2 times over the legal limit for being intoxicated, and it's sad that this lady lost her life. Her life was just ended by this guy. And y'all. Good morning, Mike. Okay, G is looking at. He looked up the Aaron Rodgers thing. Vaccinated means getting injected with a vaccine. Immunization is the process of having both the vaccine and your body being immune to a disease. Well, then he was lying, because immunization is the process of having both the vaccine and your body being immune to a disease. Okay, well, he didn't have the vaccine in his body, ergo, he was lying because he was not immune to it, clearly, because he caught COVID-19, you know. So, I mean, sorry, Aaron, we tried to get you off the hook, and I like Aaron. Aaron's creative, he's fast, he's wily when he's in the pocket, and he's a good quarterback. Sort of like the one we had in Detroit, and we still couldn't do nothing with. And I wouldn't be surprised if Stafford made the Super Bowl. And if he does, if he's playing against the GOAT, I'm gonna buy 2 jerseys, one for the Rams and one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not buying a Lions jersey, and don't give me one. I'll give it back. I ain't lying. But getting back to this Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs III, that's gonna be jail time. You know, just because you made the decision to get into this very powerful, very fast automobile. I don't know whether he was showing off. I don't know. I know he was drunk, you know, so, or at least buzz, and buzz driving is drunk driving. Same thing, you know, and he made that decision, and as a result, someone lost their life, and someone no longer has a sister, a daughter, a mother, a cousin. You know, wait a minute. Yeah, I agree with you, G. That's, but I gotta be serious here for a second. What's up, D? My big brother Daryl. He's over in Banner Medical Center. My healthcare heroes over there in Mesa, Arizona, checking us out this morning. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Here's what I don't get. All right. My brother's asking me questions about YouTube, and I'm on the air. Come on, man. Here's what I don't understand. I'm not shortchanging this guy. What he did was wrong as 2 left shoes. But what if you build and sell a very powerful, very fast car? Guys will be guys. We're going to buy it. You know, it should be some sort of governor on the car that keeps it from going to warp speed. You know, and if you do create these cars, they should also come with safety precautions and protocols. They should already be standard and in place. You know, like sensors that say, okay, we're going 100 miles an hour, and there's a car that's 4 blocks up. We'll be there in a half a second. So let us start slowing down now so that we don't kill somebody. I mean, it's kind of a stupid thought, but it's kind of a smart thought at the same time. Okay? You know, it's kind of a smart thought when you think about it. Because this young lady who died burning in her vehicle, she had no idea that when she got in the car with her dog, that some person, I'm trying to curb myself, folks, that some guy had made a decision to drive intoxicated in a very fast car and end her life. And I did see the video on TMZ. I did see it. Good morning, Bo. How you doing? What's going on? Boss Lady Big Bo Thompson saying good morning to you. You know, and I did see it, and I saw him sitting there rocking, and he was upset, visibly shaking, you know, but that ain't gonna cut it in court. I understand that you are very sorry. I guess you are sorry. Now, you killed someone, you know, and to put it mildly, you know, that's still not enough to get you off or anything like that. So, good morning, Mr. Van Knox, the creator of one of the world's finest meat seasonings. Rub your meat. You want to have a great holiday? Rub your meat. That's right. Thanksgiving Day, rub your meat. Christmas Day, rub your meat. At a picnic, rub your meat. Grilling in the backyard, rub your meat. Good morning, Tiffany. I'm saying that's the name of this seasoning, and you know, me and Mr. Van Knox and Corey were coming up with an ideal for what we should do with this. So we said, see, he's saying, yes, sir, rub your meat everywhere. Yeah, but I'm thinking we should have a contest. Tyrone, what's going on, baby? Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. I'm thinking about having a contest for the best jingle, not commercial. I write the commercials. But if you got a good jingle for Rub Your Meat, send it in. And me and Mr. Van Knox, he's going to give you some of the seasoning. I'm going to give you a T-shirt for being so darn creative. I got to hear some of this. And we will post the best jingle on the website. And on no, I'm not even going to put it on the Facebook page. I don't want them to have people going to Facebook when it's our stuff, okay? So we will post you on our website doing your jingle, and we're going to have the Rub Your Meat seasonings right in front of you, and you have your T-shirt on, and we want you to just be creative. That's going to be a lot of fun. You like that? Thank you, Tyrone. I was there when Tyrone loaded the new... Tyrone blew my mind. When he loaded the new app into his phone, he showed me, I still got your old app with the old logo on it, and it blew my mind. It could go, I rub my meat on, ... See, don't be giving them ideas, Mr. Van Knox. Let's see. Let's add. Here's Tyrone right here. See, hey, Tyrone blew my mind. He showed me on his phone that he had the old app, and now he's got the new one, and he's enjoying how it sounds. I appreciate that. Want a real treat? Get them off their feet. The seasoning has a treat, so rub your meat. Boy, are you with your cup? You, Waldo, you know, your jelly jar this morning. Tiffany, how are you this morning? She's telling Boss Lady good morning. Mr. Van Knox is with us this morning. It's incredible that, let me get back to what I was saying about the gentleman driving these fast cars. What do you think about it? Now, I've driven a Corvette, and it's a very fast, very powerful. Though it was a long time ago when I drove it. And you at work? Okay. I actually punched it. You know, when I say punch it, I got on the freeway, mashed on the gas just to get that G-force feel. And the car started raising up a little bit, so I let up off the gas naturally because it was going so fast that air was going up under the car and lifting the car up. And that's what happens because these cars, they aren't like cars that you see on the racetrack. Those cars, if you ever notice, the spoilers are all the way to the ground. That way, it keeps the air from getting under the car, which flips the car. Okay? These cars nowadays are so fast, and they have such piss-poor ground effects and aerodynamics, you lose control. You're going to lose control. I don't care what kind of Brembo brakes you got on your car. If you're going to do 150 miles an hour on a city street, a rock can cause you to lose control of this vehicle. So you get what you get. If you end somebody's life, you've ended their life and ruined yours. And you get what you get. I mean, y'all better be happy I'm not a judge, because I'll be dropping the hammer on a lot of people for being stupid. And it was a bad decision for this man to drive under the influence of alcohol. And my prayers go out to the family of the young lady who lost her life. It is what it is. You know, I'm older now. I don't need to get nowhere that fast. There's nowhere on the planet that you need to go 150 freaking miles an hour. Okay? Oh, this is music from my man. This is Gerard Gibbs on Green Dolphin Street. Listen to this man on the Hammond organ. Do it. Still to go musically on the way, we've got music from another Detroiter, Ralph Armstrong, also Frankie Beverly and Maze before the top of the hour. So I want you to stick around for us. I was talking to my brother last night. He lives in Kansas City. Yes, I got another brother in Kansas City. His name is George. And we were speaking on the shot, and he told me he hadn't been vaccinated. And I was like, it took me by surprise. And we sat up and must have talked half hour, 45 minutes. And I was like, he was coming up with all of his reasons why not, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, take the damn shot. He has 13 grandkids. Count them if you ain't got nothing to do. I'm like, what he got? 5, 6 kids. I'm like, okay, let's look at it this way. Let's hypothetically say, wait a minute, did I see John Dorsey? Pam, hey, how you doing? John Dorsey, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. We're talking about, talked about NFL. Now we're going on to getting your shots. And there's still some people out there, I'm not going to call them idiots, but hey. My brother didn't get his shots. And I was like, okay, let's hypothetically say, for instance, you're immune. You've got something metabolical in your body that keeps you from getting sick. But your body can still receive COVID-19, but it won't hurt you, okay? You're still moving and shaking, okay? Now, you go over to your daughter's house, and you pick up your grandbabies. They're not immune. Their system is weak. Now you talking in their face and you give them little kids like you always do. You do that, and a few days later, the child started exhibiting symptoms, and the child falls ill. Why wouldn't you take that shot to keep that child safe? If you love that child the way you say you do, why don't you do that? It's your choice. Your choice. I'm just putting that out there. You know, and I also heard, I'm purring through some things because we only got a couple more minutes, got about 10 minutes to go. So I heard on the news that the Republicans said that Joe Biden has failed to put down this virus, and now he wants you to lose your job. And I heard this last night. This is God's honest truth. That's what the Republican guy said. But wasn't there a Republican president recently that knew about this virus in the first place, and he lied and said it was only a few people at first, and then he said it was 8 or 9 people. Then he said it was a couple of hundred people, and we'll get rid of it in a week or two and try to brush it under the rug. And then we heard the phone call that said that, this is going to be bad, really bad. We're looking at numbers in the hundreds of thousands of people dying, so how could you blame the current president for not getting rid of a virus that he inherited from a failed presidency? And I'm not saying that Mr. Trump, created the virus. And I got my thoughts on that too. But anyway, I'm not saying that. I am saying, why are you blaming this guy for something your guy couldn't handle when it first came out? He couldn't handle it, and he just passed it on to the next guy. And now you want to blame him. See, politicians, it's fascinating to me. And how we as Americans allow these guys to run game on us. And they've been doing it for decades, for centuries. They've been running game. They play games like, look at this hand, so you won't see this hand stabbing you in the back side. It's fascinating to me. I love looking at it. I mean, do you remember how many of you guys were like me, and most of you did not stop? Actually, I became friends with Don Lemon, and what's the other guy that came on before him? I forgot the other reporter's name, but I watched them every day, through the George Floyd thing, through the pandemic thing, through all that, through the election, and then everybody started downplaying COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, people are still dying, and it is still very serious. So keep your mask on, wash your hands, sanitizer stations everywhere. And I got one more thing I want to touch on before we get out of here. First, I want you guys to have a great weekend. Be careful out there. Watch, keep your head on a swivel. Wait a minute. Here goes Corey. Corey said the Republican playbook is better known as the deflection from what's really going on. Actually, it's more like a magic act. You know, the hand is quicker than the eye. I want you guys to, I've noticed something, and I know you guys have noticed this as well. This is very important.
Kick it, y'all. Kick it.
We will. If you notice, the stress level has gone from here, well, I'll get right here, to way up here. It is because Americans have endured a president that was crazy. We have endured a gentleman and watched a man get murdered by the police on television. And whether you know it or not, it is a stressful situation. It creates feelings of stress inside you. We've gone through a year of a pandemic. We've gone through a year of people just quitting and losing jobs. We've gone through a year of millions of people dying because of this thing. So yeah, we're gonna be stressed. But part of the cure is finding out what creates the stress and dealing with it instead of soaking it in and letting it fester inside you. So I want you, you, right there, you, right, yeah, you. I want you to do something today. I want you to be the reason somebody puts a smile on their face. Give a corny joke, I don't care. Give a funny observation, I don't care. Tell a person, you know what, you look good today. You know, I want you to be the bomb today. I want you to be better than you were yesterday, which is going to be hard because you were the bomb yesterday. You know, be the reason somebody smiles. Let's lower the stress level. Let's bring the stress level down. Bring this level down, please. That's my best Donald Trump. Slow the testing down. You remember this guy actually said that? Or did you forget? So that we're having problems with testing, and more people are being tested, and the numbers are going up. So it wouldn't be any testing if you slow the testing down, please. Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then the same guy that somebody elected president said, drink some disinfectant or inject it. And then on the side you had Dr. Fauci going like, oh my God, this stupid mother son of Somebody elected him president. Wasn't me. Hey, my brother Kerry sending me a message. He clearly doesn't know I'm on the air. So I can call him up and let him know that when you message me, I'm on the air. So, but getting back to what I was saying, I want you to be the reason somebody smiles today. I know Pam Donahoe can do it. I know Tyrone can do it. I know Mr. Van Knox can do it. I know Mark Wallace can do it. Corey, you're going to be a challenge. Tiffany Joseph, I know you can do it. I know the boss lady makes me smile all the time. You guys get it done today. We have to start somewhere. We have to be the reason that someone's stress level comes down. Don't buy them no coffee, because coffee make you hype. I want them to come down, okay? You know, I want their stress level to come down. Waldo, Waldo will say, get your jelly jar and relax. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this done because the Christmas holidays are coming, and that's already a time of great stress for a lot of people. So that's going to increase stress levels even more. Let's prepare for it now and bring things down. I mean, I can turn this thing off right now, and we could all go turn on the news and see that somebody's getting killed, somebody's getting shot, somebody's driving 1,000 miles an hour. These gangsters, I mean, not even gangsters, these criminals are getting very robust in the fact that they don't care anymore. They're walking into, they're walking into restaurants and in the same day robbing restaurants, stores, and banks. Did you hear about these guys that actually robbed 5 or 6 places and then went to IHOP, and the police happened to be driving by, saw their car, and was like, I think they're going to have breakfast. And they're going to pay for it with the money they stole. So the police, he called back up, and they went in there and arrested the guys. It's amazing. That's stupid, folks. These guys are beyond stupid. But I want you to make somebody laugh. That is the deal for this weekend. You know, Waldo said, I made people smile this morning. Feel good, everyone. It takes nothing to be kind and make someone smile. I'm going to give you guys a start. Corny joke for the day. What do you get when you mix an elephant with a rhino? Elephino. See? You smiled. Well, some of y'all was like, damn, Don, that was bad. That's the object. Silly. Do something silly to make somebody laugh, and I got to get in front of a bunch of people. This is music from Detroit's own Ralph Armstrong. This entertainment laugh. I see. That's what I'm saying. But do something silly. And I got to get in front of a bunch of people today and really lighten the load. I work at the airport. These people are actually, stressed out when they come to where I'm at. Yeah, you do, Tyrone. I'm going to be standing next to this big, muscular, light-skinned dude with a mask on, and I'll be like, yep, that's Tyrone right there. Uh-huh, that's it. Yeah, that's him right there over there. Uh-huh. So I want come up with a corny joke, and if you don't know one, Google it, all right? And then walk up to somebody and tell them this funny, stupid joke, and they'll be like, what the hell wrong with you? What's up, Tanya and Michelle? I saw that was you, the Entertainment Lounge. I want you guys to mask up and, do what you do today. Let me see how much time I got left. I don't have a whole lot of time to do nothing. I thought I was going to be able to squeeze in another song, but I don't. What's up, Junie Parks? What's going on? Greetings from Norfolk, Virginia. What's happening over there? Mad shouts out to the good people in Norfolk, Virginia. Once again, guys, for those of you who didn't read my Facebook post this morning, it doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or an Android. If you have an iPhone, go to your app store. Type in WJZD. Scroll down. You'll look for our logo. You've seen our logo. Get that. If you have an Android, you type in WJZD space radio and go to our logo and get that. It's free. You can take us with you anywhere. We do jazz. We do R&B. We have a bunch of fun. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am right here live. And, oh, yeah, that's the logo you're going to look for right there. That's that big one right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's it right there. Today, your assignment, make somebody smile, baby. Make somebody feel good for just breathing. If you can do that, you good, okay? You ain't got to buy them nothing. You ain't got to spend not a dime. It don't cost a dime to do it. just to make somebody feel good, you should feel good your damn self for being able to make somebody feel good. Isn't that right, Junie? Junie, get you a T-shirt. That's right. Oh, here comes Mark. Party time tonight. At 8 p.m., we're going to bring the jams for your home and car party. That's right. You can rock in your ride tonight. 8 o'clock, the Friday night jam session. And guess who's going to open the show? I believe we have DJ Out Cold opening the show tonight. Was it Out Cold? Yep, it's DJ Out Cold opening up the Friday night jam session. Followed by DJ Waldo. Followed by, I believe it's going to be J Square or or Mellow Mike. One of them three. It's going to be Mellow Mike, J Square, or G Hen. Good morning, Cassie. How was Brian McKnight? See, Cassie was hanging with Brian McKnight and stuff. She was out there. Brian gets smooth on you. I saw him with his little beard, looking like Santa Claus on diet. I saw him. Was he smooth, Cassie? Was Brian McKnight smooth as ever? You know, one thing I will say about Brian back in the day, when he first hit the scene, Brian got skills on the basketball court. I don't know if he still has them, you know, but they say Brian had mad skills. They also said that Prince could play basketball. Yeah, Cassie said, oh yeah, honey. Brian she was like, hey. You ain't throw your drawers up there, daddy, did you? Well, women do that. What would inspire a woman to throw her underwear at a person on stage? You know, what's scarier is if she actually hit him with them. I'm just saying. Prince used to get it. Michael Jackson used to get it. Luther used to get it. But see, Luther used to get guys throwing their drawers up there at him. Okay, I'm being bad now. Forgive me. This is Feel Good Friday. I want you guys to feel good on purpose, all right? Have yourself a great day. I'm going to get out of here. Make it a great day on purpose. Remember, guys, we are now live on Android, iPhone, Alexa, all of that and more. Join us tonight at 8 p.m. for the Friday night jam session. Out Cold is coming strong. I should replay. Oh, Teddy. Ooh, Pendergrass. I was going to call him something else. Yeah, I'm acting up today. It's Friday. I'm off tomorrow. Shoot. I do have to go down to Hot Sam's with 1104. I'll be hanging with them tomorrow. And I got to come by my niece's house and put her TV up. And something else. We got pictures this weekend. We're doing the pictures for WJZD's Christmas cards and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. But you guys can't come to that, okay? But, guys, make it a great day on purpose. Yeah, and I do cough in the morning. Sorry. Let's see. I've got 30 seconds. Make it a good day on purpose. And remember to make each and every day count. We are WJZD Radio Detroit. I'm out of here. Peace. This is Don Allen, host of the